After Iran launched a massive missile barrage against Israel, striking multiple
The order came without warning. 2 words: deploy immediately. Across multiple bases, thousands of men stopped what they were doing, picked up their weapons, and moved. No briefings, no delays, no second chances. This was not an exercise. On the flight line, the air already smelled of jet fuel and urgency. CH-53 Sea Stallion helicopters sat with rotors spinning. Massive, heavy, ready. Ground crews moved around them in tight, focused motion. Gear loaded, systems verified. Every bolt, every connection, every circuit checked. One final time, because once these aircraft lift off, there is no turning back. Marines approached in full combat load. Body armor, helmets, rifles, spare magazines, grenades, radios, water, rations. Every man carrying everything he needs to survive, fight, and keep fighting. Because once deployed, there is no resupply in the moment. Every step was heavy, every movement deliberate. On command, they moved out. No hesitation, no delay. And just like that, deployment began. But this was only one piece of a much larger operation. Nearby, a CH-47 Chinook was already being prepared for a completely different mission. Marines filed in through the rear ramp, one after another, filling the cargo hold, packing in tight, seated and ready. Beneath the aircraft, ground crews worked with controlled urgency, rigging an artillery piece to the external sling system, an M777 Howitzer. Lightweight, lethal, capable of reaching targets miles away. Locked in and suspended below the fuselage. Every connection inspected, every strap confirmed. Troops above, firepower below, all of it moving toward the same objective. And then, they lifted off. Minutes after liftoff, the Chinook descended into the operational zone. The Howitzer touched ground. The sling released. Marines moved off the ramp immediately. No pause, no hesitation. Straight to the gun. Unloaded, stabilized, aligned. Ammunition organized beside it in careful stacks. At the same time, the first elements of a temporary base began to take shape. Tents erected, supplies secured, security positions established around the perimeter. From the air to the ground in minutes. That is rapid deployment done right. And then the sun went down. Darkness came fast, and with it, everything changed. No prepared base, no permanent shelter, just open ground, cold air, and whatever these men had carried in on their backs. This was a raw field position. And they had to hold it through the night. Marines moved with quiet efficiency in the darkness. Defensive perimeter established. Crews served weapons positioned at the points most likely to see enemy approach. Watch rotations assigned. Someone always awake, always watching. Some dug shallow fighting positions into the earth. Others laid their gear directly on the ground. Sleeping bags, ponchos, ammunition placed within arm's reach. Cold rations, water from canteens, temperature dropping by the hour. Nothing overhead but open sky. But the night was not quiet. Through the darkness, helicopters kept coming. Blacked out, low and fast, navigating entirely on night vision. Each run brought more weight to the position. Ammunition crates, anti-tank weapons, mortar tubes and rounds, radio batteries, medical supplies. Piece by piece, flight by flight. A fighting position was being built in the dark, Because out here, survival does not come from hope. It comes from preparation. At first light, they moved. Squads broke from the perimeter and pushed into their assigned sectors, slow and deliberate, reading the terrain like a map written in dust and stone. Natural cover identified, ridge lines marked, dead ground noted. The hidden places where an enemy could move unseen, where a threat could appear without warning. Because out here, what you don't see can kill you just as fast as what you do. Sniper teams climb to elevated ground. Weapons set up in concealed positions, spotting scopes out, eyes on key terrain, key distances, key angles. Watching, waiting, recording every movement, every anomaly, every shift in the landscape below. Back at the position, the machine gun teams drilled. Primary firing positions established, alternate positions identified. Teams rehearsed moving between them.
Set dead! Enemy!
At fast, low, under simulated pressure. Marines ran casualty evacuation procedures, how to drag a wounded man to cover while staying in the fight. How to maintain fire while someone goes down beside you. They rehearsed it until it wasn't a drill anymore, until it was instinct. And then, the sound came from the horizon. A low rumble at first, then heavier, then unmistakable. Rotors. Not one helicopter, not two. Wave after wave of CH-53 Sea Stallions filling the sky from horizon to horizon. Moving in fast, coordinated, overwhelming, thousands of US Marines. Descending all at once. Dust erupted across the landing zones as the helicopters touched down. Within seconds, troops were on the ground, spreading out, moving to positions, weapons ready. From air to ground, the operation was complete. Every unit in place, every sector covered, every approach route watched. This wasn't just a deployment, this was force projection at a scale designed to send one message. We are here, we are ready. And this is only the beginning. The question no one could answer yet. Was the enemy already watching?
Clear! Give me one more. I got top side. Clear. Ready, move. I got right side door! Split! Split!